Hi, my name's Sean Shaler. That's my friend Chris Ford, aka The Objective Geek. And we're going to do short and sweet today, just placeholders. While hopefully I, right now in this exact moment, am asleep somewhere. That'd be great. That'd be my dream, be asleep. Next to the baby in the bassinet. Chris, I don't know why. I like the idea of rolling over and just seeing, because when we had the twins, foster children have to, by rule, have their own separate room. So we did get a bassinet. I really like the idea of rolling over in the middle of the night and seeing a baby sleeping. That sounds kind of cute to me.
Sounds cute.
It does.
Yeah.
Sounds cute in theory.
I was completely on. I mean, yeah, I was completely on board of if we can put this baby in their own room. But early on, yeah, we pretty much had them in the bassinet, and we pretty much slept next to them while they were in their bassinet.
I think that it's easy for you to say that because you're not the one that has to roll over and feed them with your body physically. And how much easier is that to do from where you are?
I got up just as much.
Oh, sure.
The first 2 weeks wouldn't have been just as much because it was just a matter of
what you can and cannot do physically.
Yes. But after that, we took turns.
Yeah.
I had one night. She had one night. I had one night. It's funny. Look, you can probably go back and look at videos of this podcast. I remember I was like trying to like control like the baby was crying. Would try to turn on the music to get them to stop crying, or we'll just have to end the podcast or something.
It happens to the best of us. It'll happen to me someday too. I don't think we're gonna do nights. I think we're gonna try really hard to devise what I'm gonna call chunks of time. It may not work. I'll let you know how that goes. That being said, this episode and maybe one more episode that's either
it's just such a pain of being like, hey, wake up, it's your turn. Like that, it sucks to you kind of don't even want to do it. You're just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, understandable. We're looking and considering, I don't know how to say it, like it's not an interesting podcast topic, but I'll let you know how it goes. But essentially good chunks of time where if my wife can be this primary sleeper from X to Y, and then I can be from Y to Z.
Seems like that could work.
Because I don't do super well on the no sleep. I need a chunk in there. So, but we'll see. It might be horrible. There might be a reason that nobody does it that way.
I mean, I always kind of took the 8 to 12 because I'm up till 12 anyway.
Hmm?
And at that point, if I could get to because the baby could get up at 12, it's like, all right, hey, I'm already up. Baby's up now. Let me just get the baby back to sleep. Baby maybe sleeps until 5. Then my wife is kind of getting up around that time, so yeah, different things.
All depends on the baby, right? But we're looking at the same idea of Heather doesn't struggle to fall asleep, and I do. It's like, all right, well, if she pumps and there's something for me to give it later, and then she does that last feeding before she goes to sleep early, and then I just kind of do inherently like to stay up a little later. It's like, all right, well, I'll be up when it wakes up the first time, and then I'll feed it, and then I'll go to sleep. And then when it wakes up the next time, early on, it will probably be Heather. Eventually, that one might shift to me. We'll see how that goes. Gio, he's got to play a role in this somewhere. Chris, let's rank some character designs. I've got top 10 pulled up. I'm going to share my screen. I forget, was I able to share it with you last time as well? I feel like I was. All right, let me figure that out. I'm sharing it with the audience right now. I'm going to figure out how to share it with you in a moment. Here we go.
We should get a sponsor.
We should get a sponsor.
Baby Talk. Sponsored by Pampers. I did have
boxes and not enough boxes all at the same time.
I took a nap today and had a stupid dream that I was at like the flea market, going through used bottles, trying to find the most perfect one because
Normal
caps
things.
because caps to caps to bottles somewhat look like a Mr. Freeze helmet. And so I was trying to find because I want a clear one. I have a blue one right now. And
Sure.
so this entered into my dream of like, oh, I went to go look at used baby bottles because the clear caps might be useful. I did recently buy a baby bottle from the Dollar Tree. I don't like the cap; didn't work. It was too big, but it was $1, whatever.
It's worth a try. I
Yeah.
I had a dream directly related to a video game I played yesterday that I was trying to beat up a giant skeleton with an axe, and it was going poorly. Chris, we're gonna rank. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, again.
Gonna rank character designs. I left the multiplier at the basic 1, and all that means to the audience here is that these points that you see right here, that is the maximum number of points you can get in that slot. So a little more weight on top and bottom, a little less weight in the middle, and the farther away from the answer you are, the slightly more you get pinged. Top 10 character designs. Chris, I always feel like the person who goes first has a slight advantage, right? Has a slight advantage because then the person who goes last
Or stuck.
that
That's
goes
true. Yeah,
first on
because if you
number
go,
10, you don't really get a choice. That's why. The evens, you kind of get one less where you can actually do anything. Okay, so first kind of gets a slight edge. You came up with the topic. I think you deserve to go first.
cool.
Okay.
Who we
Session 1.
got
Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak. Oh, I
Pipsqueak.
gotta turn my formula things off again. But Pipsqueak is still the official number 1.
Honestly, Pipsqueak does have a wears a big, huge helmet, which kind of notifies that it's a very small person who clearly got this helmet secondhand off of someone. So that tells a lot about the character.
Hmm?
That's good character design. Wears very cheap clothes. But can I? But even so, it's not a. It's not a. I would never be like, oh, that's a great character design.
Sure.
But the character, but design does tell a story about Pipsqueak. Even. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm confusing the two. I am thinking of the
Oh,
Duke.
you know what? I did the
Pipsqueak
same.
is.
No, I did the same thing.
That's so funny.
It caught us. I did the same
The
thing.
Duke, really
So
huge dude. In
the
fact, I
Duke
think the
makes
Duke's
it.
character design is actually
The Duke
worse.
makes it funnier, like the namesake, the fact that it's the Pipsqueak name to the big guy.
Yeah.
But Pipsqueak's actual character design is a little less interesting, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Like he just wears like he has like a vest kind of on. And it's just blue, and he has a helmet, and I'm sure he's big and bulky and stuff, and he has a big, huge like log that is his weapon, which that
Yeah.
says. I would kind of
Okay.
factor that into character design. He has a log.
I think so. I think that
Um,
fits. I don't know if it's good for him, but I think it's part of the design.
yeah, it shows that like he's just kind of a brute force cheap person. Because if he had money, he would probably have like either a battle axe or a battle hammer,
A real
huge freaking
club.
hammer. Or something like that. Yeah, yeah. But he doesn't. He's broke. He's
Mm.
poor. Either way, I'm not sure. I'll be able to find someone worse than that. Put him at 10.
Chris, I was thinking the same thing. I think that both of our issues when we lose, sometimes it's just fate, just by the draw. But a lot of times it's because we think at first we'll get a character that we're like, oh, I guess that's okay. And we'll put it in the middle and we eat up those middle spaces that later on become kind of more valuable. Right?
Yeah.
So I feel the extreme. I'm going 9. Pipsqueak. I got to spell it right. Try that. Copy. Going 9. All right. Next selection. Me first. I
But
get.
we got the Duke.
That would be funny. Now we got the boulder though. There again, the boulder is a fun character, but I'm trying not to let that bleed into my thoughts on his design, which ultimately is just kind of a large earth earthbender. It's
I
not
mean, he's
even like
probably.
a super interesting
He's probably.
wrestling design to me.
That's true for a wrestler. It's not a great design at all.
I
Really, like
do
it's just. Yeah.
I think it's better than Pipsqueaks, but I'm asking myself right now if I'll get any people that are like way worse than those two.
Hmm.
He's better than Pipsqueak, but Chris, I'm gonna put him at 10 just to take up
Okay.
the valuable. Like I know he's bad, and I just want to get those garbage spaces knocked out kind of early if I can. Chris,
Yeah, I'm gonna put him.
one thing we didn't do is we didn't take out books people from this, which maybe we should have.
Um,
Can I
no,
do
let's
that?
keep books.
Did I make? Oh, it looks like I made a column for us. Like I had the idea in mind, but then I
Yeah,
didn't actually do it. But anyway,
I think we can keep books. There are some who either we know from description, and also like a bunch of them have official images. Like the Gaka the Pirate Queen has official design,
okay,
like that's actually in print. Killsong, Yang Chen, Kat Kovic, um,
fair enough.
um, Jianju.
I think it would be worth me finishing that column at some
Yeah.
point, so we'd have that option. Right now, it's not there, but we'll do our best.
If we can't, if neither one of us can think of
We'll
any type of
we'll wipe it.
thing, yeah. I'm gonna put him at 9. Also, like, sure, he does have like muscles on muscles on muscles, which is very wrestler like.
Sure.
But he's wearing just like green shorts or something. It's
Hmm?
not that exciting.
No, not terribly. They could have done more, like a wrestler costume. You know,
No,
Chris, you get Juan. That's an interesting one
Juan. Juan is interesting. Like, yeah, Juan
because
is
his
really
character
poor.
design is in a specifically different art style, essentially.
Yeah, that too. Um, and also like I kind of like the just the subtle robes. He has like bandages around his arms and stuff by the end of while he's fighting Fatu. I think it's a oh, and then he grows out the beard and the shaggy hair. Like just the I think that's a cool look. Just the shaggy kind of long, almost Jesus
Yeah, I was
Jesus
gonna
hair.
say, I'm gonna call him one with nature Juan, like the evolved
Yeah,
Juan.
yeah. Uh, but I'll put him at where do I think you're going? I'm gonna put him at six.
Did you say 6?
Yep, put him at 6. Hmm.
I
Uh,
think I think
yeah,
he's
sure.
good character design. The downfall is it's maybe not. It's not like particularly sexy or interesting or spicy. Uh,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go 7 again. Just it's that it feels harsh, but I think those middle spots are gonna come in handy later. So I'm gonna put him at
yeah.
7.
Yeah. I was close between 6 and 7. This might have been a mistake on my part. We'll
If
see.
if you had gone 7, I don't think I would have gone 8. That feels a little too harsh. I probably would have
Yeah.
just gone 6. So either way, I've got Kigi, Zuko's
Kiki.
sister, who we
Uh,
see on screen, not books on screen. We see her once. Wait,
yeah. In the comics, you see her. Well, you see her plenty of times in the comics. Um, I can show you a picture, or you can look it up. There, you can. Yeah,
um,
you
I'm sharing my screen right now, so I'll look it up on my
can.
phone.
Okay. Well,
I'll look it up on my
okay.
phone real quick.
But she has a pretty simple design. It's just like little Fire Nation girl.
Yeah, which is leading me to think that just by default I should probably go 8, and then you just wouldn't be able to. Which I mean, you do 7, also fine. Yeah, I mean, she's just a Fire Nation kid, which is fine.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, give me 8, just so you can't, I guess.
Yep. Put her at 7.
Okay. next up,
Why not stick your foot in this?
you go first with Win.
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 So like, why do we keep getting win
I
in there?
know, the most random.
It's interesting. I think they have, they got, their win in way. I think they have pretty cool. I don't know if I say cool. I think they're good designs. While just looking at the character. Now, does it say a lot about them?
Chris, we've been spelling it
Yeah, they got.
wing. It's wing is how it's spelled. This whole time I've been spelling it wrong.
Oh, that's
Wing.
probably not your fault.
Wing. Anyway,
Oh,
I'll correct that someday.
from Korra.
I mean, they're attractively drawn, reasonably detailed secondary characters.
Yeah, and they got like necklaces and stuff, which is cool. Also I didn't notice that one has a circle. Their necklace, one is like a circular necklace, and the other one is like a pointed triangle.
I didn't notice
That's
that
interesting.
Either.
But I'm not. Oh man, crap!
I know we kind of we backed ourselves into a corner. We also these are like some of the least interesting things that we could have gotten, which means it can only get better.
Yeah, and also with choosing this, you can choose the specific character's best design in your head.
Sure. I think that's fair.
We'll
probably in general agree on whatever that specific design is.
I feel like I need to leave 8 open.
I know.
So I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5.
That's tricky because I was thinking, man, would it be nice to have 6 open? But I have to put it at 6. I have to feel like I have to feel like we're gonna get better. I have to feel like it. Please get better. Okay, I put them at.
I'm surprised how many characters designs. I'm like, yeah, these are pretty low.
You know what?
That's
we might have undershot one a hair, but such is life. Such is life. I get Gyatso. Gyatso's got a little more to him, so that's okay. He's got the bigger robes, the sick mustache. I'm gonna call it a medallion because I can't think of what it's called that he wears around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
There's way more interesting in flair and flamboyance to his design, and I want to give myself a little wiggle room on each side. Who's better than Gyatso? Some avatars, Kyoshi, things like that. I'm leaning 3. I'm trying to think of a reason not to. 2 people better. I'm going 2. I don't know why. It just feels right.
Wow.
Put him at number 2.
I don't know. Not saying wow. Man, Gyatso. All right. I'll put him at 4.
Okay.
To play the thing is, yeah.
It's not amazing, but he's got more to him than anybody else we've looked at. But eventually, I hope that you get trapped into like having to shove people higher up than you want. That's my hope. Chris, you get Karima. That might be
Karima. Yeah, that's hard to like. In my head, I can't. In my head, I have a vision of her being like a skinny water tribe. I think she has white hair, but that one might be one.
I think we might need to skip this. There's some images on the wiki, but I can't validate that they are the official.
There's no official thing with Karima. I know that for sure.
Move to skip Karima and give you another shot.
Oh yeah, that's right. She doesn't have white hair. She just has. But anyway, there's absolutely nothing to actually, I think, factor into this.
Chris, you're gonna have Boomy. I assume we're talking OG Boomy, not Kid Boomy.
Yes. You know what though? That is. I don't think there's any identifier in there to.
Note to self: correct Win's name, and then identify 2 different Boomies. Notes to self.
You probably just put King Boomy and then Boomy.
Okay. No, that's a good point. Well, but then if I got regular Boomy, I'd have to be like, did I put King Boomy last time? I got to make it clear. King Boomy and Kid Boomy. So it's obvious on both.
Yeah, that's true.
But this one...
in this case, we're assuming King Boomy.
I think King Boomy is probably what I intended.
Okay. King Boomy. He has a great design. Like
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do.
just the being. I know it's kind of weird to say like he has a great design compared to the Boulder when they're like somewhat like their
Okay,
clothes
but
are
one of
somewhat the
those is
same.
way more
But
interesting than the other.
yeah, like from Boomy's different eye shapes to the moles he has or
Mhm.
freckles he has around his face to the bald head to the absolute rippedness he has.
Even his goofy, misleading, like king clothes, play into it,
Yeah,
right? That's like part of his deception, if you will.
yeah. I think we're gonna be able to find someone better. I think we might be able to find one person better. And
Okay.
also I can force your hand here a little bit. I'm gonna put him at 2.
If you put him at 2, you don't force my hand. I want you to because I want to put him at 3.
Oh wait,
But if
my
you want to
bad.
force my
No,
hand, you should put him at 3.
that's right. Oh, why did I think I was forcing your hand there? I'm not forcing your hand. You can't put him at 2. You already have someone at 2.
Yeah.
Either way, um, I'm still good at putting him at 2.
Okay. I'm gonna go 3. I think I can find
Yeah.
likewise. I think we're gonna get one more person that's clearly better. Okay. For all the reasons that you said. I get Yoon. We got anything official on you?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely official stuff on you.
Let me get to the old wiki here. I have good visage in my head of what I think he looks like. The picture in the wiki is like a is like an artist's almost like a pencil, like colored, but like pencil drawing of
Yeah.
Yoon.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Is that what you're going off
If you go
of?
to yeah, and then there's a pretty good, I think, broader picture. Or it might be done by like that third picture on the Google search.
Okay. Did you just Google search Yoon avatar on a
Yeah, I
random
just Google Yoon Kyoshi.
Yoon Kyoshi? Oh, he took her last name. That's cute. Yoon Kyoshi images, and it's the one where they're sitting at the table studying.
Not just one he's earthbending that rock. It's pretty much the same as that official
Okay.
image of the ink
They
kind of
all
ink blot, but it's more so drawn and colored in like a normal.
they all present the same visage, so I don't think it differs too much based on which one. It
Yeah,
boils down to that he is a handsome but pretty simply clad and designed
yeah.
earthbending person. And so I can't really do any mental games to you here. I think I just have to put him at 5 because it's pretty bland. He's good looking. That's what I'm gonna say. So give me 5.
That is the thing. Yeah. Um, I agree with your stuff, man. Oh man, we only got 3 more. Well, two more after this one.
See, but I feel like you have an obvious answer here. It's risky. I understand it's risky for you.
Yeah. Hmm. You. I'll probably put yeah Gyatso over him, Lin over him, Juan even over him. He's higher than Key, but I already got her
Yeah,
there.
we kind of
But
we kind of shorted Juan. I feel a little bad for him,
yeah, in retrospect, definitely.
but such
Um,
is life.
yeah, I just put him at 8.
I
Let's go
I
with it.
think you have to. I think 3 is too high. I think that'll give you trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, let's see if you get Ty Lee. Okay,
Kylie,
could be
okay,
worse.
interesting. Kylie has a great character design. I think for her character, show like it's way different than I think other Fighter stuff. She's an acrobat. The braided ponytail is really great. I think it wouldn't be the best in this list.
But is
Man,
she the best we're gonna get?
I know that's the question. I could take a chance. I feel like I could lock it up if I. Other me, you could just go. Huh. Hmm.
And at this point, it's essentially it's 100% luck at this. Like we've dug our graves.
Yeah. Uh. I'm with 3.
3. I
Wait, three? Yes. Yes, I'm gonna go three.
if you go three, I'm gonna go one just because I think that gives me a better chance to win.
Yeah. I
But
only went three because I think Ty Lee will actualize around three.
and so you'll hit that one on the spot and get the 10 points.
Yeah.
I think if I go four, I think I've got too many people in worse places, and then we're both at one. Then there's no differentiation. So I think I have to
Yeah.
go one just to hope that we draw somebody bad, and that works out in my favor. So you're at three on Tylee. I'm at one. Not ideal. I think Boomy is probably the best we've got so far, but the top three is the top three so far. All right.
Yeah. I
Drum
feel like wait,
roll. Desna is okay.
uh,
I'm happier with
yeah.
her at four than I would have been with Tylee at four.
Yeah, I think I lost. Yeah.
That might have done it. I might have played my cards just right. Chris, I think our best looking person is probably Boomy, maybe Gyatso or Tylee. How are you feeling?
Going Boomy number one in character design.
Okay.
Then probably I think it's like Tylee or Juan.
I we shorted one. I don't think we shorted him that much. I think Tylee is kind of more interesting, especially
Yeah,
against the background of like other Fire Nation people.
true. Yeah. All right, yeah, good with Tylee at two.
Juan three,
Uh,
Gyatso four.
yeah, yeah,
I
and
find
then
Gyatso's there's something about the hashtag extra of his robes and mustache that I do love. But this is where it get gross right here. Um,
just go ahead and put Kiki last.
Key last, and she is
Yeah,
pretty nondescript. Uh, maybe Win is number five.
yeah, I will put Win, and then probably Desna.
I was flip flopping between those two at 5 and 6. So if you are okay with Win then Desna, I'm fine with that. What's
Then Yoon.
okay? Yoon is so bland. I actually was thinking that he almost is gonna be second to last for me, just because the Boulder and Pipsqueak at least have something to them. Like Yoon is just handsome in those drawings. That's it.
That's kind of part of it, right? He's like the perfect image of the avatar, what you think the avatar should be. So it works in that character design kind of way.
I think the Pipsqueak and the Boulder are both more interesting than Yoon.
I would definitely put Pipsqueak lower. Like Pipsqueak just looks really bland to me.
Kind of goofy. Okay. All right. Well,
I don't ever care to draw it ever or paint it.
I think that's a fair compromise. If you'll give me the Boulder higher, I'll give you the
All right.
Pipsqueak lower, and then that puts Yoon at 8. Oh, I gotta spell it though. Yoon. Okay, and then I gotta do my little calculations. Oh, it's got you winning by a hair. That's probably the closest
Wow.
one we've had since we
The thing is, what was our last scores? I mean, a lot of
so
them were
much
like what
higher.
80.
Yeah, there were way higher scores in general. So what it boils
Huh.
down to, you lost so many points up top, but you did substantially better down here and in the middle, right? You did better everywhere else except for like this top one dinged you real bad, but everywhere
Yeah.
else, basically across the board, you were better. So
Huh?
as I
I'm surprised.
relook at it, that makes sense to me. That waits out, I think, thoughtfully and appropriately.
I'm just curious. What if you change that multiplier? What does it do?
That's a good question. Let's just double it and see what happens.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, because there again, I did better at the top, but you did so much better on the bottom.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That because the multiplier is even on the top and bottom. So
Mhm.
interesting.
All right.
Cool.
I pulled out the victory somehow.
That was closer than the other ones that we did last time, I think. But
Yeah.
Chris, good character design talks. Even if I feel like we got shorted. Like, is there no avatars?
We got completely nothing like
No Yue,
I mean,
no Kyoshi.
let me. Yeah.
We kind of got the
No
short end of the stick.
Zuko.
Yeah,
No, we got no main character.
because like
It's
Zuko,
weird.
I would have given us even the benefit of the doubt, and Zuko be like, all right, you can think about all iterations of Zuko together, which is very valuable, very good. But hey, that's us blind ranking character designs using a delightful spreadsheet. I think we're going to call that for this night. There might be one more of these, or maybe just nothing next week. We'll see. Thanks for watching. My name's Shawn. I'm pointing. I'm still pointing, even though I'm still sharing my screen, so nobody can see it. Let me unshare my screen. There we go. Oh, and then I got to unshare it from you because we're all off kilter. How do I? I feel like a person who does not know technology when I'm like, which button do I click?
Do you still do that? Do you still do that? Tech thing with the Austin?
We don't do a ton of it, but like,
Yeah.
occasionally do get to help people. I say that, and I can't get get off of here, screen. Whatever, it's fine. I'm Shawn. The bottom half of Shawn. You can see the top half of Chris's head down there. Thanks for watching Avatar: The Last Podcasters. If you have any thoughts, positive comments, reviews, descriptions, thumbs up, likes, we really appreciate all of that. And thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye, everybody.